So I thought it would be good to take a look at Hermes Desktop app. I don't actually have Hermes even installed on this computer, but I thought, why not just install the desktop app on this computer, see what happens. I have Hermes installed on my other PC. I have it linked into this PC via various messaging platforms. But yeah, as you might be aware, the new Hermes Desktop app has come out. There it is, I guess. The Hermes the Great, the agent that grows with you. Download for Mac. Okay, there we go. Let's just download that. But I'm assuming if you did that, what would actually happen? You would need to. So let's just open that. Install Hermes. Yeah, there we are. It's installing. System preferences. Okay, so it's taking a long time. Let's just go back to Hermes here. So does it say anything here? You can download it via the terminal, I guess. Lives everywhere. Persistent memory. Browse the web. Tasks multiplied. Isolated sandboxing. Words like that, sandboxing. People just won't have any idea what they're talking about. If you go to someone who is, the so-called normies, non-technical people who even are technical, they don't know what sandboxing is. They know what sand is. They know what a box is. They know what a sand pit is, but they don't know what sandboxing is. And you're just alienating yourself against the mass population. View all our plans. All paid tiers include monthly credits for use in Hermes agents. So 20 free tier. There we go. Free tier. Pay as you go access. $20 a month. 300 models. $100 a month. $200 a month. Yeah, I guess some people will buy that, but how do we get out of that? People have got, most normal people have ChatGPT subscription. That's what they're going to be looking at to set up an agent locally. And then you could just increase your OpenAI subscription to the higher tier if you were using it so much. I don't know why you would want to. I'm sure there are plenty of reasons why you would go through these guys, but it's just another friction point for the average user. Where is Hermes? Here it is. Is it down? It's on the second to last build desktop app. Which you can't see. I'll just quickly show you. There we go. Here I am. There we go. Hermes is ready. Let's go. Hermes is ready. You can launch from here or anytime from your terminal. So I've just downloaded it, clicked install. This is the first screen we come to, and we launch Hermes. Here we go. And it disappears. Okay, so there we go. It says it's setting up Hermes. Let's get you set up with Hermes. The noise portal. Recommended. I'll choose my other providers. OpenAI, ChatGPT, Auth. That is what you want. So you have an OpenAI subscription. You just go, click on the ChatGPT OAuth, and you're just going to sign in. Let's get you set up with Hermes agent. OpenAI Auth, ChatGPT subscription. That's the latest model. That's the model you'd want to use. Start chatting. So that's installed Hermes. That's installed Hermes agent, has it? Hello? Does it reply? Because I didn't even normally, before this came out. There we go. It applied. Before this came out, you didn't even. You didn't have this, and you had to go to the into the terminal, paste the command in to get it set up, to get Hermes installed on your computer. But you don't have to do that now. You literally just go download the app, install it, and you're done. It's very nice of OpenAI to allow Hermes to use their subscription within Hermes. Anthropic are not allowing it. So if you have a Anthropic plan, a Claude plan, you won't be able to use it. But the masses, most people, most of you out there who never heard of an AI agent may well have a ChatGPT subscription, just a $20 subscription a month, and you can get into this. And you may be thinking, well, it just looks the same as ChatGPT. And well, it does. It's very different because it is, it's an AI agent. ChatGPT, I guess, is an AI agent as well. But this should have access to my folder system. Let's see if it does. Let's see. Can you see the folder system in my documents? I don't know if we have to give it authority to look in there or whether it just can. Because ChatGPT couldn't. See, look, it's asking you to allow. And if you want it to look in your documents, you just say allow, which ChatGPT can't. Any of you guys out there who use ChatGPT regularly, I mean, it's not quite true. GPT can if you download the Codex app. I don't think many people download the Codex app. Although I'm sure ChatGPT now have an app and you can do all of this in their app. There's a blur there. There's a huge blur about what you can and cannot do. But most people think of ChatGPT as solely a chatbot. And most people just go online or they've got the iPhone app and they just talk to it. I mean, it is quite slow. Look at it. I mean, he's been thinking for a long time now. Searched files, thinking, running code. While it does this, we'll just have a little look around. Skills and tools. Apple Notes, Apple Reminders, Find My, iMessage, macOS computer use, autonomous AI agents, Claude Code, Codex, delegate coding to OpenAI, Codex CLI, creative architecture diagram, data science. Again, I wouldn't really say this is particularly understandable email for the kind of, you would hope Gmail came up there. For the 99% of the population out there, you would want to see Gmail there. General dog food. It is slow. It does seem very slow. Very, very slow. I mean, for example, guys, look. If I just show you Codex quickly. Mac, I need to add another screen here. So this is Codex, okay? Now, if you've got ChatGPT subscription, you can use Codex and start from scratch, new project. Let's just call it Codex Start. And yeah, I mean, it looks a bit like ChatGPT here. And I think I asked the same question. Can you see folders in my documents? Let's see what happens. I would suspect this will be very fast. There we go. Codex projects. Show me what is in projects. And it will show you. There we are. Now the big one there is active. So I'll just show me active contents. And there you go. These are just the folders within. There's a lot of, there's others. Yeah, there's quite a lot. These are just folders within that folder. Codex. Codex is an OpenAI app. I mean, you can literally just ask it questions like you would ChatGPT. What is the capital of France? I mean, people don't ask that in Codex, but you can. It's essentially ChatGPT, but it's more of an AI agent like Hermes is. The capital of France is Paris, yeah, of course. But no, I mean, Codex is a coding agent, essentially. People use it to code applications in. You can say, build me this application. It will build it. Which, again, you kind of could in the ChatGPT desktop as well, but it wouldn't go into your file system. It would just give you the files and say, here are the files. And then you'd have to sort of download them, put them in the right place, and then you'd have to run it and work. You go back in and say, this didn't work, and change this, change that, and then you copy and paste it out. I mean, that's what we used to do in the old days. I mean, when I say the old days, I talk about like 18 months ago, before Claude Code came out. Let's just go back to there we are. Has it worked out? I tried to inspect documents, but the file search timed out, and the follow-up local scan was blocked pending your consent. So I may be able to see the folder system in your documents, but I haven't successfully. If you want me to check, say something like yes. I mean, that's a bit of a fail, really. You would have thought it would immediately work. So not very impressed by that at all. Because I've used Hermes before. Hermes is fantastic. I mean, am I meant to press this? I think I was meant to press that. Running. Ran code. Oh, there we go. So I didn't press that button, basically. You have to press the buttons. There must be some setting you don't have to press the button, because you don't want to have to be pressing these buttons all the time. So it was relatively quick, actually, after I pressed the button. Fair enough. It was quick. Let's say, you want to, for example, you've downloaded this and you want to post on LinkedIn. So let's just say, can you post for me on LinkedIn each day? I have credentials. I've forgotten what they're called exactly. They are called, if I can quickly find them, I have a client ID and a primary client secret. I'm just going to give him that. I have credentials. It's a client ID and that's a primary client secret. That's all it should need. Yes, I can help set up a daily LinkedIn posting, but I need a few details first. What should the daily post be? Draft a new post each day for my approval. So let's say that. What time each day would I send you the LinkedIn draft for approval? So you can send me at 8 a.m. and the topic would be AI automation for beginners. Beginners. And make it educational content. Let's just say that. Done. I've set up a 8 a.m. job to send you a LinkedIn draft for approval. Details, topic, AI automations for beginners. Style, educational, practical, beginner friendly. Delivery here in this conversation. First run, 8 a.m. UK time. Important, I did not store the LinkedIn credentials you pasted. Since the client's secret was shared in chat, I strongly recommended regenerating it in your LinkedIn developer setting. But I mean, at some point he's going to need to use it. For now, the setup is draft only. After I approve it, I can help you post it manually or set up a safer posting workflow later. You will have to post it. Let's just say I approve your post. In fact, write one now and post it now. You have my approval. I mean, this is where we see if it really does work or whether it comes back saying, no, I can't do that. That's no, you've got to go onto LinkedIn yourself and post it, which is no good. I mean, no one wants that. Here we go. I can write it now, but I can't post on LinkedIn yet because the client ID secret alone is not enough. Linking requires an OAuth access token with posting permissions. I mean, I know this because I've done this in my application that I've been building. I've been building a messaging application and I've set LinkedIn up and I did have to give it this OAuth access token. I did have to give it this W member social setting. Keeps on telling me because I pasted my client secret here. I don't care about that. I mean, you should, but I don't. For some reason, it just doesn't bother me. Now he's trying to write me an article. Let me actually post it for you. I need one of these. A valid LinkedIn OAuth access token or permission to walk you through. I don't want permission to walk me through. A valid LinkedIn OAuth access token. Let's just see if I have that somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's just go to LinkedIn. Okay, let's just ask it, where can I find my LinkedIn OAuth token? Go to developers LinkedIn, select your LinkedIn app, check your secrets. Yeah, I mean, you see, I do have a LinkedIn app, but in order for you to, I mean, you're gonna have to basically set up a LinkedIn app. It's quite straightforward. But you'd set up a LinkedIn app, and then you'd get your OAuth token. I'm just gonna go and see whether I've actually got LinkedIn developers portal, my apps, this app here, Auth token time. Where is the token? Okay, we're going to give it an image of my LinkedIn. Where is the OAuth token? I don't see where I would get one. So this is my app, and I've got my app connected to LinkedIn, and the agents in my app are actually posting to LinkedIn. You see it's got the keys, but I didn't see an OAuth there. You're on the right page, but the token is not shown directly in the OAuth tab. In your screenshot, the key part is the blue link on the right. OAuth 2 tools. This is where LinkedIn lets you create access. On the right of your screen, click OAuth 2, create a token. Here is my token. And then it should be able to post to LinkedIn, you would think. So you would have to actually go to LinkedIn, to the LinkedIn developers portal, and you have to create an application. You can just call it whatever your business is, or if you don't have a business, just make something up. You just need like a logo. I mean, you do kind of need a business. You need a website with a privacy page on it. So you'd have to set all of that up. If you don't know what to put on the privacy page, I mean, you'd have to make a website as well, which is another kind of stumbling block. If you've got a website, just get your web designer to make a privacy page. If you can make a privacy page, fantastic. Otherwise, you're going to have to somehow get a website made up. But you need a privacy page, and you just need the logo, description of what your business is, and I used the educator, posted successfully to LinkedIn. Here we go. So let's go to LinkedIn. Let's see whether, let's go to LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn. This is actually like the app that I'm building. That's why I had an OAuth token, because I already had this app on LinkedIn. I'd already created this page previously, and it was relatively simple for me to go and get an OAuth token. If you don't have a LinkedIn app already set up, I mean, I call it an app. It's basically a business, if you like. You have to set one up. You got to go LinkedIn Developers Portal. set one up, and you can get the OAuth key and any other keys you need. Anyway, it said it posted. So let's just go back to my profile, back down here to me. 2 minutes ago. See, there we go. It did post. It posted a little thing here. Beginner AI automation idea. Turn repeated emails into ready-to-send drafts. One of the easiest ways to start with AI automation is not by building a complex system. Start with one repetitive task. Example, replying to a similar emails. So there you go. A couple of limitations here are that this app would need to be on for you to post, correct? If my laptop was shut down, you could not post, correct? But if you had a PC, a desktop PC, or you just never took your laptop anywhere, or you had an iMac and you just left it up and running, constantly awake, then it would be able to post all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's saying, yeah, if the posting automation is running only on a laptop, then if your laptop is shut down asleep, it can't do it. See, a lot of people before this came out, this desktop application, everyone was using OpenClaw, Hermes, and they were installing it on Mac Minis, they were installing it on PCs, they were installing it in the cloud on VPSs. And so they were on 24 hours a day, these machines. I mean, they still are. That's what people are doing. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, most people, the mass market people, don't leave their computer on 24 hours a day. They could, but they don't. A lot of the computers just go to sleep as well. So you've got to start making settings so they don't fall asleep. On the Mac, you'd have to go into the terminal and do a caffeinate command to keep it on. And then if you wanted to take your laptop out somewhere, you would naturally close it, put it in your bag, go somewhere. So then it would be closed, which is why I have a separate PC. I have another PC in a different room. It's always on. It runs 24 hours a day. I've got my Hermes agents, my OpenClaw agents on that machine. So that is a limitation. If your computer's off, they won't post. Yeah, I mean, it's basically saying my laptop's got to be on at 8 a.m. in the morning, otherwise it won't post. I don't know what this is. It seems to have taken a screenshot of my, who knows what that is. So yeah, I mean, there we go. You can install Hermes agents. You can get it to automate a LinkedIn post for you. So, for example, say you were you had some online business, you wanted to promote your business, you wanted to send a post out once or twice a day onto LinkedIn. This can do it for you. I mean, you can literally give it a lot more information about the kind of post you want, and it will remember what you've told it. It will, in fact, most likely write one of these skills. I mean, let's just ask it now. When would you make a new skill to set the kind of content that I wanted you to post on LinkedIn about? Skills are essentially just text files. They're markdown files, which is essentially just a text file. It's just a set of instructions, and Hermes will create skills. So if you told it exactly what kind of file you would, what kind of post you were looking for, it would create a skill. Like that's good wording. Reusable playbook. I'd make a new skill once your LinkedIn content preferences became a reusable playbook, not just a one-off instruction. For example, I'd create a skill if you say things like, for LinkedIn, always write about AI automation for beginning. Use this tone, use this structure, avoid these hashtags. I mean, you can say avoid M dashes because it always writes those kind of dashes, those kind of long dashes. They're M dashes. Everyone knows when they see those, AI has written the post, so you wouldn't want those M dashes. You may also want, say some bullet points, but not too many. You may want it to write in complete paragraphs and not very short one-line sentences. So, and you could also sort of tell it how you would write yourself. Then it would write a skill, which is essentially just a set of instructions. And then it would know exactly how you wanted it to post. But there we go. I mean, this is one tiny example. There's a lot more examples. Maybe in another video, we can go through some more examples about how you could actually use Hermes agent, I guess. See, on my other app, I have literally dozens of Hermes agents. I activate them for certain jobs. I have one posting on X and posting on LinkedIn. I have one who helps create YouTube videos. I have one who looks through my mailbox. I have a whole load of them doing a whole load of different things. Not entirely sure you could do that in this application, but you probably wouldn't want to, especially when you just get started. it does seem a relatively simple way for you to get into using AI agents. And like I say, ChatGPT couldn't do this. You couldn't give it those credentials. It wouldn't know what to do, I don't believe. And as everyone progresses with their agentic journey, if you like, as everyone kind of understands how to use AI agents, this is the kind of application you want to be in. This is a so-called agent harness. And the quicker you can get into these kind of applications, learn about these applications and use them, the better for you, because you're going to be ahead. If you have a certain business where doing something online helps your business, like posting on LinkedIn, if you get on here now and you do this now, you're way ahead of everyone else. You wait a few years, everyone's doing it. There's no edge anymore. But right now, you can get a huge edge over your competitors. I mean, for example, this can email people. So, you might want to make an email campaign, and he could actually, this agent here could go online, could search for businesses who you would want to email. He could write the emails, send the emails to these businesses offering your services, get the replies, sort them out, and then notify you of any kind of leads that it's found for you. And it will save you a huge amount of time scrolling through the, Google search results, trying to find businesses to reach out to offer your services to, and a huge amount of time writing emails, reading emails. It would just present you with, I found these half a dozen businesses. They're interested in your services. I've arranged a meeting, done. That's the kind of edge you can now get if you use these kind of tools. So I hope this has been really useful to you. And if it has, please leave a like, subscribe, write a comment, and we can make more of these kind of videos in the future. Okay, guys, I will see you next time.